Hey guys, it's Sean with Quick Attachments here again, and I'm just thought I'd go out and run the EZ Mow another time here. We got a spot on the other side of the sales office that has not been mowed in the last couple of years. So we've got a bunch of bigger stuff out here, brush and things like that, some thick, dense vegetation. It's been a little dry, but we have got some rain, so let's see how this goes. Right now, thought I'd try it both ways. So this EZ Mows this is an all-around brush cutter. It's a rigid. It's exactly the same drivetrain performance as the Brush Buster would be. So this is the rigid, as where the Brush Buster is a float and tilt. And this is what I really wanted to get after here to see how we do here in this. Up there a little bit. All right, back up, clear it out, away we go. I like to tip the front of the deck up just a little bit when I'm turning here. So you got the notches there, so as you can see, I just lean into it. Probably inch and a half, that one is. By the pond, so this is pretty thick stuff. Probably not what some of you guys in the south see, but we're here. Take that tree down. We might want that one. Might get in trouble for that. And I'm running wide open throttle for speed. I'm running a Cat 289 D3. That's 22 gallons per minute. So let's go back through here again. Kind of see what this looks like, and we'll some more of this brush so you can see. You know, the nice thing about this is it's not a direct drive. So we do offer direct drive brush mowers like our Mega Mower X, our Extreme Cutter HD. But for vegetation, if this is what you've got, up to, you know, this one's rated for up to 6 inches, but it's really a good 3 to 4 inches. It's a real wheelhouse. And we don't rate our stuff to maximum stress. So while we rate it for 6, it's best at 3 to 4. You know, we're not saying you should go out and chop down 6, 8 inch trees all day, but we also don't just rate to the max, so you're stressing this thing out like I mentioned. If we say it'll do 6, it'll do 6. But if you're doing a lot of 6, you need a Mega Mower X. this one here, as I mentioned, is not a direct drive. We use a large 6000 series Danfoss Eaton motor in this. Eaton Danfoss Charlene, whatever they call it nowadays. And so then it runs through an Omni right angle gearbox with a 1.9 to 1 gear advantage. So you're really getting about 35 roughly % more tip speed. So rather than running a 4-inch or 4-blade brush cutter here, or 3, what we're doing is we're running 2 longer blades that are a dovetail style blade. They create suction underneath the deck, so they pull the material up, the grass and vegetation up. So when you get those tips, blade tips spinning super fast, you get a much cleaner cut. So those guys, you guys with lower flow machines, you know, maybe smaller Caterpillars, you know, Kubota SVL 75s, mid-sized Bobcats, it's a huge benefit for you guys to be having that gear drive in this type of stuff. And speed is where it's at when you're cutting, you know, vegetation, tall grass, you know, overgrowth, CRP land, stuff like that. And of course, everything we manufacture is built with a minimum of grade 50 steel. Most of our competitors out there in this direct-to-consumer space, you know, they don't tell you exactly what it's made of. They'll say high-strength steel. Well, we tell you it's grade 50, U.S. certified virgin steel. And so higher quality steel fatigues at a slower rate than a lower quality steel does. So your welds are going to be better, going to last longer. The deck is going to stay true, level longer. It's just a better quality steel to manufacture from. I've been here about almost 13 years now. I've sold thousands of attachments, and I'm really blessed to work for a great company. Now, not only do they treat our customers right, they treat the employees great, which says a lot. You know, if you treat your employees well, your employees are going to treat your customers well, and you know, that's what we strive for here, is to get you the right stuff. That's going to really be a one-time purchase. You know, you can buy once, cry once, right? Buy it for once, buy it right. That's kind of our motto. And when I work with you, I'm going to be sure to ask the questions and get the answers I need, so that when you get whatever piece of equipment you're buying from me, it's going to be expected to work when it arrives. Do I make mistakes? Once in a while, but I hate mistakes, because the mistakes cost you time, they cost me time, they cost everybody time and money. And so I really strive to make sure we get this stuff right the first time. And if you have a ranch or farm, or you just want a price-effective brush cutter, but you don't want a cheap brush cutter, you know, the difference between price and cost, you know, price is what you pay for it now. Cost is what it ends up being 5 years down the road, 3 years down the road, 2 years down the road. And we expect our equipment to last, you know, for the average person, farmer, rancher that uses it a couple times a year, really a lifetime. But shoot, I've got commercial guys that have been running this brush mower for years, and all they've really ever done to the thing is put blades on it. These blades are a ductile steel blade, so they're not a forged blade in our Mega Mower X. And ductile steel is meant to give. So if you do hit something hard, and the blade's going to deform, and the goal is that it's going to be the blade that takes the brunt of that, and not the drivetrain. Because, you know, guys we're always hitting stuff we didn't know was out there. I'm hoping there's nothing out here. I don't think there is. We have mowed it in the past. So it's channel and everything right underneath. That's where that nice cutout in the front is nice. Everything just gets channeled right into the cutting chamber. And this, you can make money with this attachment all day, every day too. I mean, I think I've slowed down once or twice. skid steer, I like to have lines. I train my son, hey, when you mow the lawn, you gotta have lines. Gotta look professional. Choices out there, a lot of choices, especially in the skid steer brush cut world, or skid steer attachment world, I should say. And you know, you can basically go on to Google and search skid steer brush cutter, and you're going to see them anywhere from, you know, $2,000 to, you know, whatever. The sky's the limit. But we really focus on building heavy-duty quality attachments that are affordable for everybody. This is commercial grade stuff. We're not building this for, oh, tin can, you know, we build it the old American way. We want you to buy this thing once, never buy it again, and every single attachment you want in the future, you know you're getting something quality, and you're working with someone that cares about what you're doing, about your business, about your property, about making sure you're a satisfied customer. And really, that's the culture we have here with 30 some odd sales guys. On the run. See, when you don't tip the edge up, when you turn a corner, you end up digging in. You don't need a big lean back on it, but it's nice to have just a little bit of a tip back on the front edge of this thing. On the back of this brush cutter, so if you are using it, I've got another video where I chopped up some a pile of old hard brush and roots and a whole tree, and just wanted to show what it's capable of, and you know, this thing mulched it down no problem at all. Plow through this. I'm not going to slow it down. We'll see if she keeps cutting. Oh, got a little heavy under there. We'll back up a little bit. Couldn't make her. Just let it spool back up, and away we go. information. That video is probably overly long, but that's okay. If you're interested in a brush cutter, give us a call. You can call me direct, 320-219-6319. And when you shut this thing down, there is a braking circuit that shuts the blades down real quick, so that way they're not spinning forever today. Nice thing also about this deck is it's got that clean top. You don't have a bunch of structure support up on top. The structure is actually located on the underside of the deck. So you can just tip this thing forward. You can see the underside of the deck. I don't know if you can tell, but on the circumference of where the blades are, there's a ring that's welded around there. And that is about 3/8 inch thick, grade 50. And that supports the whole, adds additional support structure to the top of the deck, and then also keeps the blades from deflecting into the bottom of the deck. So there you have it.